Hello everyone, this is Deepak Parekh. Welcome to the third episode of AgriView, a weekly series for touching critical aspect of agriculture and technology. Today we would be covering a very important topic, which is artificial intelligence for agriculture innovation. Agriculture has been one of the oldest profession for mankind. While the profession is old, the problems faced by agriculture are also from the same era. The pest, the weeds, the insect like locusts, which were impacting agriculture for centuries, they are impacting agriculture even today. The challenge of yield, which used to be there tens of decades back when we had green revolution, are still troubling us. Let's understand what are the critical challenges faced by humanity today. That's food security. Post-COVID, according to the Food and Agriculture Organization, close to 1 billion people would not have sufficient nutrients to live a healthy life. On top of it, by 2050, we would be adding close to 2 billion more people, which means we need to increase the production of food by 60%. And if we also take care of the challenges imposed by climate change, the yields because of climate change impact would reduce by 8 to 10% in agriculture. All of this makes it critical that to generate sufficient amount of food, we need to till 50% more land than what we are tilling today. This makes agriculture in current form unsustainable. We had green revolution, which definitely increased the yield, and I'm thankful to all researchers, scientists and farmers to adopt green revolution. However, the green revolution has run its course. It is now next to impossible to further increase yield by using the same methodology which we used to adopt during the green revolution. At the same time, we have to understand food is a big business. $5 billion. And you'll be surprised that 10% of that is lost to weeds, diseases and insect, and further post-harvest losses. The world loses close to $500 billion worth of food products just because of its inefficiency. To remove these inefficiencies, the modern technology has been implemented from late last century and early current century. Today, the smart agriculture market, which includes the automation, mechanization, database agriculture techniques, more efficient supply chain, cold storages, all of these, if you put together, it's a $250 billion annual market. A small part of that is something which drives this ecosystem, which is digital agriculture. We are having typically $9 billion worth of market, which is actually digital agriculture. Digital agriculture is nothing but collection, storage, analysis of data to ensure we do agriculture in a more efficient manner. We are seeing close to 20% average growth for this market, which makes it very interesting for a lot of players. Now let's understand why digital agriculture is becoming such a critical segment in agriculture today. Over past couple of decades, the modern innovation in technology, from drones to satellite imagery to on-ground sensors to smart tractors, harvesters, biotechnology innovations, all of that has made agriculture capable of generating humongous amount of data. Now this data also needs insight and hence intelligence. If you can recall, what we call today as artificial intelligence is nothing new. The defense establishment of US started working on project of making computing system more smart way back in 1960s. And that was when the seeds of artificial intelligence were sown. In past 70, 80 years, we have evolved a lot in computational power, in statistics, in physics. All of them are a very, very key ingredient of what modern day artificial intelligence is all about. Now, what is artificial intelligence? Typically, it is nothing but when a system starts mimicking human behavior. From a smart, traffic-driven street lights, which is a very simple example of artificial intelligence, to complex phone-based assistants like Siri or Google Assistant. All of them are based on artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence in a generic way needs models and algorithms which are based on huge amount of data. Artificial intelligence has impacted sectors as diverse as financial industry to enterprise to governance, just to name a few. Today, a bank can predict what would be your next transaction, and then they can provide you a service around it. Similarly, when it comes to the niche sectors like agriculture, the challenge is that we don't have that amount of data. There you need more intelligence, a better model which can learn on its own, where there is entry of so-called machine learning. Machine learning is a part of artificial intelligence where you use data to train a set of algorithms to make them work with lesser amount of data, at the same time be more precise in a specific niche activity. When you go to the next level of machine learning, where you put multiple layers of algorithm in form of artificial neurons, creating a ANN model, typically artificial neural network, which is mimicking how our brain works, where one neuron processes information and pass on the result to the next neuron, which pass it on to the third neuron. And while doing that, it keeps on increasing the insight that data brings with it. When you do that in computational science, it is something what we call deep learning. Today, the natural language processing and high-end image processing, which is used in medical fraternity, is all outcome of deep learning. Let us understand how typically a machine learning works. So if you see, there are three models of machine learning: unsupervised learning, supervised learning, and reinforcement learning. The most relevant when it comes to agriculture is the supervised learning, because there are two things which are very critical when you create any solution based on machine learning in agriculture. One is classification and other is regression. By adding this model in modern day agriculture system, we are able to do phenomenal amount of things which can increase yields, reduce losses, reduce usage of inputs including water and fertilizers and pesticides, make agriculture demand driven, and ensure we reduce the dependence on labor in agriculture. Let's now dissect each of these sector or each of these solution one by one. So first is when we talk about crop and farm monitoring. With all data coming from remote sensing, whether it is satellite or drones, to IoT sensors on the ground or on the farm machinery, we are able to create a 360-degree view of the farm. This enables us to create our practices contextualized to a specific farm based on its agroclimatical zone, based on current and historical weather profiles, based on current and historical pest profiles. This helps us in identifying right crop, right variety, right crop plan, and ensure in case there are any deviation, intervention can be done by the farmers to reduce any losses. At the same time, it also gives the predictive part of agriculture where you can know what would be the total outcome, the quality of outcome. So typically you are able to predict the supply side. The second type of solution are typically pest and soil defect detection. Again, by using radar-based imaging, satellite-based imaging, hyperspectral, multispectral, thermal sensors, you are able to predict the possibility of a pest impacting a specific farm. Further, by using a simple handheld phone, by taking pictures of the crop, including the leaves, the flowers, the fruits, you can also detect, or even the pest, you are able to detect which pest is infecting your farm, and hence you can take a remedial action. The third type of AI-driven solution in agriculture are farm automation. Whether it is on-ground unmanned vehicle like bots, smart tractors, which doesn't need human intervention, or drones in the sky, both can be used to do wonders. Whether it is detection of weed and removal of weed through weedicide or physical or laser, or application of pesticide at just the infected area, not all across the farm, you will be able to reduce the usage of pesticide or cost of pesticide by as much as 80%. Farm automation is also used in farm irrigation. Unlike in past, where human beings or the farmers were responsible to irrigate based on their gut feeling, today modern smart irrigation, which is driven by sensor, and behind that AI models for different crops, you can make irrigation precise. So only you irrigate when it is required to be irrigated. Similarly, the robots which are currently used for harvesting from apples to pepper are another innovation of AI model, where robots are able to use image processing to detect a fruit and then pluck it. A typical robot is 4 times more efficient than a human labor when it comes to harvesting. Another type of innovation in agriculture technology based on artificial intelligence is the predictive analytics. Today we know that world is facing severe challenges in its value chain. Our consumption and our supply are inelastic. While we might need wheat at one location, we are producing more of wheat at another location. Predictive analytics can take care of these challenges by predicting demand and hence empowering farmers to grow those crops which are required in their specific region. Similarly, predictive analytics can be used for prediction of where the locust attack would happen next. It can predict what would be the possible climatic challenges for the next season. AI tools are capable of predicting a lot of things on which currently farmer is using its instinct and gut feeling, providing them the fact-based decision making rather than assumption-based decision making. The last type of solution is recommendation engine. We know that extension services are one of the most critical part, especially in developing countries when it comes to agriculture. Now for an extension worker, it is next to impossible to understand a specific farmer, his crop, his farm, prevailing weather, possibility of pest attack, and in case pest attack, to identify that pest and deliver advisory to the farmer. By using artificial intelligence, you can provide contextual information for every specific farmer and farm, crop variety in a specific zone, so that based on the real-time current status of the farm, recommendation can be provided to the farmer. All this technology would also make agriculture more sustainable because it would reduce usage of water, labor, and agriculture input, including the pesticides, fertilizers. I would also like to take this opportunity to mention some of the shining lights in AgTech world which are using artificial intelligence to help farmers. The first example would be cropping. Cropping has created a beautiful product which uses both public and proprietary data from different sources to tell different stakeholders what they need to do. It provides farmers the advisory of when to grow, what to grow. It provides a government a possibility to create a crop plan to tell farmers what crop they should grow. It also incorporates possibility of allocating the risk which a farm is having, which can be used by a financial institution or insurance company. Another example is ITK, an awesome company based out of France, which has mastered the art of decision support technology. Using sensors on the ground, satellite-based imagery, they are able to map a farm and on a real-time basis provide support for intervention on that farm. They also ensure that there is a reduction in use of water and other inputs required for agriculture. By doing that, they also enable farmer to have better yields. ITK is the best example of agronomy plus digital science. Another example is Zavio. Zavio, which is supported by one of the agrochemical company BASF, gives you farm level capability for intervention by predicting, identification, and giving the recommendation to take care of pests and diseases. A very robust solution for those farmers who don't have to rely on physical or visual inputs on hand to find complex pests which might be impacting their crop. Then we have another very innovative company called Avier. Avier is a company which uses the climate science to make agriculture ecosystem more sustainable. They support regenerative agriculture so that both the cost and the losses in agriculture get reduced. At the same time, reducing the use of costly inputs. Another very interesting case of using artificial intelligence in agriculture is OneSoil. OneSoil for past few years is using satellite-based imagery from Sentinel as well as Copernicus constellation of satellite to map each and every farm across the world. They're able to tell the health of soil, health of crop, the current status in the growth of crop, and all of that are a very, very critical tool for a farmer to decide his next course of action. An interesting case of farm mechanization is a technology from Blue Water. Sorry, Blue River. Blue River is a very intelligent way of minimizing use of weedicide while ensuring that weeds are removed from your crop. We all know that weeds cause close to $100 billion losses in agriculture sector. And by using intelligent technology from Blue River, you reduce the cost on weedicide because it uses image processing to identify weed and only apply relevant weedicide to take care of that weed. We now move on to Plantix. Plantix is super innovation according to me because they have created a huge database of agriculture pests and diseases. A simple mobile application photograph of leaf of your crop can help you in identifying the pest and getting the recommendation to take care of that pest. And last, let's talk about the Climate Corporation, a Bayer supported company which gives you on-ground hardware to completely monitor the farm. They use insight again from multiple sources, including on-ground sensor-based information to help a farmer understand his farm better and take remedial action based on AI algorithm. So we have seen that AI is critical for agriculture going forward. For a very simple reason, it would be able to help farmer produce all the food we human being can consume. With this, I would like to sign off from this episode of AgriView. Join me again next week. Thank you.